Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Smiling Sunlight. Today I'm sharing with you my last journal for this term as a member of the design team project for the Graphics Fairy Premium membership website. This journal is about a very special queen. She was known as Alienor of Aquitaine. She has not only been Queen of France, but also of England. She was born around 1122, so the 12th century, and she has been the mother of 3 kings, especially one called Richard Lionheart, as you can see here. So I created the journal as a box. It's a treasure box. That's why the name of the journal itself is Alienor's Treasure Box Journal. The box here on the cover, I created what usually we use as place card because this card can stand up like that. And it's showing a king here. The horse, though, is not the horse that was with the image of the king, because I wanted these symbols to be represented, because the fleur-de-lis and the lion are the 2 symbols linked to the family of Alienor. So I've merged another image where we were seeing these symbols from another horse with this king here. He also has here on his shield, he does have the lions, but I wanted these to be represented. And here it says in French, Cœur de Lion. Normally the King Richard was named Lionheart, but here the story is about his mother. And here, this is the cover of the treasure box. And I created it and I completely designed it also digitally. As medieval tapestry representing the symbols and the colors linked to Alienor, the queen. So here we can see the fleur-de-lis, and I've glued it like with raised glue, and I've completely designed this tapestry. So here we can see the unicorn. Unicorn were represented a lot in medieval era, really representing, the unique and the rare. Here it's the blue, it was actually a green image with little cupids. This is the lion, so linked to the house of Alienor. This is, like Graphics Fairy website has a lot of bundles, like the tattered treasure paper, wallpaper with different design, and I love it. And this actually is representing a pattern of fleur-de-lis, but I've backed it with a blue book cover to really make these 2 colors. This is the fleur-de-lis symbol. All of these were on the Graphics Fairy, but I've adapted it to the cover. And this is a page from a medieval manuscript. And I really wanted to have that, textured look. So what I have done, I have stitched the whole frame with wool, so that it really has this, medieval kind of feel of tapestry. And the frame here are old book pages embossed and also with modeling paste. So let's open the box now. Here we go. And you will see why I call it a box, because there are mini boxes in box. So before showing you more of it, I'm going to quickly show you one of the printables from the website. So as you can see, I've been cutting out some images here. So this is from one of the bundles that I've used a lot here. It's showing Shakespearean ladies, which I really like, and I've really worked with them digitally, creating portraits that we can see here. So why I call it Alienor's Treasure Box Journal is because I represented her legacy. Each of the women here who came after her, They are her treasures. They are the gift that she offered to us. Actually, Alienor, I represented her here. So this is completely designed. This is my little journal in the box. Completely designed frame for her. So I use one of the church window and then also designed digitally, placing the golden fleur-de-lis pattern with the bluish background. And this lady really, for me, represents how she may have looked like. There are no records really showing was she blonde or black hair. But this was the most connected to her, because they say that Alienor was a woman who was really modern for her time. When she was a teenager, she became the Queen of France. Older, she became the Queen of England. And all, you know, the legends about the King Arthur and Merlin and all this, it was around her era, actually. And I wanted to represent her here. And this is a collage. And I've recycled, you know, covers of folders, file folders, covers, recycled completely here with lots of texture and torn pages. Like, I really had fun with it. And all of the pages were binded like the document. There's a binding like document with only 2 holes, and then just tied with a string here on each side. And I've used a lot of, you know, I love stamps, postage stamps and labels. So these have been, these are images from the graphics fairy that I have designed specially for this journal. And also I love using them in any other collages. They just fit perfectly. So before showing you more of these, I'm gonna just quickly show you here. So this is a collage. This is a paper from the graphics fairy, ledger. These are washi, faux washi strips from the graphics fairy also. As you've seen, the king here. And this is the mini journal with the collage here with embossed paper and watercolor swatches. And here you can see the inside of the box and 3 of the little boxes here. So to create these little boxes, I have actually created a big masterboard using book pages and collage paper, and then cutting them out and then creating the boxes. I wanted boxes that can just lay flat and that I can store in a journal. And this is what I've created, because actually these boxes, there are more in this journal. So when we look here, I have done a collage, and there's 9 portraits of queens and princesses and ladies. This little collage can be displayed, you know, like this. They can stand, as you can see, and I love this format. Or they can just be displayed here. So what I like also is that these are the paper from the graphics fairy. This pattern printed black and white on one of my tea-dye paper. This also aging. So from the journal, you will see more boxes, and we are leaving the space here to fill it in. So here, as you've seen, this is the stamp that I've created and designed. I really like having multiple stamps also all together. So this has been designed with the images from the graphics fairy. And in the pocket here, this is an image also from the graphics fairy. And I've used the method, you know, all letters were not put in envelopes. They were just folded in a way that you can just slide one piece into the other. And this is the same technique that I've used for the pages here. As you can see, I can eventually remove it, but they kind of like create these little pockets that is really practical. So these are the elements that I've been using all across in the boxes, in the journal, and all around. First of all, these are all the different stamps that I've designed. actually you will have one stamp for each on the graphics fairy. So I've designed them to be like, I can glue like 3 of them and things like that. So all the different postage stamps. And I've also designed labels. I love labels, look. So the labels do come from the graphics fairy image, but what I have done, I've been looking for different text. Like for them, example, there's no label on the graphics fairy that says Paris, but I've looked for the text and then merged the text along with the images of the labels. And these are really great elements for collaging. Actually, I was inspired by chapbooks. Chapbooks are books printed around the early 19th century, and chapbooks were printed so that, you know, the public can get the books at a cheaper price, because books were really expensive in those times. And the word cheap is what makes the word chapbooks. So I was inspired by this type of books, and I've created my own version of it. So what I have done, I have printed all the different images that I love from the graphics fairy. There are different bundles, especially the tattered treasure paper bundles, you know, like this old wallpaper and the different designs, like stamps and all this. So what I have done, I've created like a whole page selecting on all these different documents and images what I wanted, and then printed them out and folded them and then aged them and then just staple them together, and they create like little chapbooks like that, which I really love. And I, you know, like really make this like aging effect. As you can see in this one, there's one spare one here. As you can see, it's blank. All right, and I can use it anywhere I want. For example, here, you know, and it's ready to be used, but at the same time, they are little cute booklets just to keep in, you know, in the journal. For example, this image, I'll just close it here to show you, put it back here. For example, this, here it is, right? When I'm ready to use it, I can also, you just fold it wherever I want to place it, and just, for example, here, I can place another one here. This is looking nice. Or I can just fold it like, oh, this is nice, right? So I really like this idea of chapbook collage elements. And when I'm ready, I'll just tear it and then glue it wherever I want. So these chapbooks are part of the journal as elements, right? The stamps. Yeah. And here we go with more boxes. So here you can see, let me just place it here, yeah. So more of the postage stamps, and this is another princess. So the little collage here with the labels, as I've mentioned to you, I've completely designed also the frame. They are black and white frames. There's a whole selection link to the images of the Shakespearean women. So I've designed the frame, placed the different ladies in it, and then the box is actually from here. These are the two flaps. Like when I pull it like that, and I have my little box, right? That I can just display next to the other. Same here, these have been black and white images from the graphics fairy, gorgeous one from the Grande Saison. So this has been stamped, but this is from the graphics fairy, the postage stamp here. This is another flat box. Another little collaging, designed the frame. This is the lady, and I've added like a gold touch for, as you can see, her crown here. This is from the graphics fairy also. This is linked to this image. It's from the church window. And same thing, you flip it, open it up, flip it in. A little closure, and here we go, we have another box next to the other. This is another stamp, this is another lady, so I'll just remove these two and I'll be showing you. Another collage here. So this is a British stamp. So as she was Queen of France and England, all the different stamps are from these two countries. So again, the labels that I have designed here, this is my own calligraphy. This paper, like collage paper, is from the Graphics Fairy. So you just flip it up, you open, place the image, the closure, and here is our next little box. We'll just place it here. This is another portrait of a princess, frame from the Graphics Fairy image, black and white, and then I have designed it for it to look like wood, you know, golden wood, and a stamp here, a design label, script text from the Graphics Fairy, and we'll flip it open, put it in, slide in the little, whoopsie, slide in the little closure, and here we have another princess in the box. Here, these images are really beautiful. Black and white on the Graphics Fairy. This is representing knights, and this is representing the inside of cathedral. It was in black, so what I wanted for it to blend with the theme, with all the brown color, I've just changed the color to a really dark brown color. Here it's from the paper, you know, like a little eye here, a little collage, and here's another princess frame, flat box, French postage stamp, label, the mirror, the frame, it was a mirror, the princess, a portrait, and then we open it up, flip it in, and then get the closure, another princess in the box, and this is the last princess. So beautiful French frame with roses engraved. This is the design label, a little stamp here. This is the music sheet as a collage paper. Flip it open. This is modeling paste, by the way, on a recycle file folder. Put it in, little closure. Here we go. And this is the last box that fits in all the 9 princesses. These from the Graphics Fairy, engraved roses. And here is stamp from the Graphics Fairy, more little chapbooks, right? So these paper can be used in collaging, or, you know, just as a little booklet. They're so cute. So this I've designed, I've just placed like a flower on a script image. These are book pages. So even the images in the little chapbooks have been designed. So here I wanted to have the image of the flower on a script image, you know, in the back. These are stamped labels. This is another little chapbook, piece of wallpaper, flower placed on script image. This is wallpaper. The list, the fleur de lis on a letter image in the back, and as you can see, these have been torn. These have been torn from these little chapbooks, and I can start using them as I want. Like, for example, if I just want to have, let's say I like this here we go. Right, so they are ready to use, and they are gorgeous, already aged, ready to use. And this is just like a little, you know, tag. So as you can see here, this image comes from one of the chapbooks, and I've been using it as a cluster collage paper, right? This is fabric, cheesecloth, and the cover, a king, Cœur de Lion. These are her treasures. And I want to thank the Graphics Fairy, Karen, Jane, and all the other members for this beautiful adventure. It has been a real pleasure to be with you and to explore all these creative ideas with you during the last months. I'll still be creating and sharing my creations on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Look for me as Smiling Sunlight. And yes, it has been an honor and a real pleasure. And thank you. And I look forward to more happy crafting adventures. These are the portraits of her treasures, the legacy of Alienor. And I feel that exactly as Alienor, we crafters, we are also offering to the world our legacy, our treasures through all the different creations and the, beautiful paperwork that we're putting out there. So please continue to have fun creating and sharing. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.